and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Utah Jazz. So the Bucks win the tip. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Lane Beer is out there with Bird. Then it's Kareem. Then there's John Stockton. And it's Cooper in at the 2. Now here's Stockton. Bird outside. Just 5 to shoot. Abdul-Jabbar trying to free himself up. No good from Bird. Here's Sampson. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Here's Cooper. Passes it to Stockton. He kicks it to Bird. Over Ellis. Shot's good from Bird.
Boy, nice shot. He didn't need the fadeaway to create separation, though. He was wide open.
Johnson, the pass to Sampson. Jordan against Cooper. Jordan dishes to Johnson. Sampson's shot is off. Bird outside. Over Nance. And that one hits back iron.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pass to Lambeer. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And he's like a pogo stick. Nance just pops up off the floor and then has that reach to get his hand on the ball.
Here's Bird. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Sampson's got 6. On offense, here are the Bucks. Trailing by 4. Here's Cooper over Jordan. And it's Cooper missing. Ellis right side. And again, it's Utah.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Not a fast start for the Bucks. The pass to Cooper. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Guarded by Jordan. Shoots from the elbow. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
That one goes. Count it.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Johnson against Stockton. Over Johnson. A shot by Stockton, no good. Utah leading by 6. Jordan kicks to Johnson. Pass to Sampson. Dishes it to Jordan. To the middle. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Here's Cooper. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Bird. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. 3-pointer, Stockton. That shot, no good. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And Beer with the steal. Now here's Stockton. Excellent D there by Johnson.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
as they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Stockton passes to Bird. Here's Cooper. Bucks passing it around. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Sampson pulls it in. Utah leading by 10. Johnson outside. Pass to Jordan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Bird right side. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
They get it again. Jordan kicks to Sampson. Jordan up top. He's guarded by Cooper.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Stockton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Bird's shot is good.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Jazz have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he knocks down the first one. And so Jordan nails both of them. Bucks trail by 12. Stockton with it. Bird left side. Over Ellis. And Bird gets it to go on the assist by Stockton. Bird's got 8 points.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, Greg, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now here's Bird. 8 points for him. And there's the pass to Cooper. Bird dishes to Lambier. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Cooper. Lets the 3 fly. Drills the 3-pointer. Cooper's got it back down to single digits for Milwaukee.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Jordan inside. He's guarded by Cooper. And Jordan gets it to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Stockton outside. Bird right side. The shot from 20 feet away. Sampson pulls it in. Jazz leading by 11. Johnson outside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
For Utah, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. A different look for Utah. Parrish, he's checked in for Nance. Worthy comes in for Ellis. And it's Johnson in for Magic Johnson. Timeout called the Bucks.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And Milwaukee has possession. It's a 14-point game. Stockton against Johnson. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. A shot, no good. Excellent D there from Parrish. Here's Jordan. Goes back up, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get John Stockton.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The Jazz shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. He's off on the first.
Man, they are just living at the line.
He hits the 2nd from the line. Here's Cooper. The shot from 20 feet away. Utah with the rebound. Johnson outside. Parrish. They shoot again. He lays it in. And the Jazz lead by 17.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Passes it to Lambier. They need this. Sampson pulls it in.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Jordan finds Johnson. Pass to Parrish. Now here's Jordan. He's guarded by Cooper. The Jazz have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Michael Jordan. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Cummings, he's checked in for Utah. Bucks trail by 19.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Bird. 8 points for him. And the pass to Stockton. Back to Bird. Clock at 6. Shot, high post, and he knocks down the jumper. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Utah Jazz. They have a 19-point lead. Pass to Parrish. Outside Jordan. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Cummings up on top. 1:49 left here in the opening quarter. Cooper against Jordan. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Jordan's got 15.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Stockton, good. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Johnson surveying the floor. Passes it to Cummings. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Lambier. Here's Bird. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Stockton. Bird, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Stockton. The Bucks working the ball around. Bird, the pass to Lambier. Cooper kicks to Stockton. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got his 3rd assist on the night. Free throw line jump shot. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 19 points for Michael.
And when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist, and we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And so it's Utah with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll return shortly. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And for the Jazz, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Jazz leading by 18. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Utah, Johnson is out there with Jordan. Then there's Worthy. Then it's Parrish, and it's Cummings in at the 4-man position. And here is Johnson. Over Johnson. Robert Parrish comes up with the rebound. Parrish has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Bucks trail by 18. Lambier kicks to Johnson. Pass to Black. Back to Bird. There's the pass to Black. Great play by Bird to set it up.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Cummings. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game. No good on that one. And Utah making a change here. Robertson's checked in, and he's good on the second. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Milwaukee. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. And that one goes long. Utah leading by 16. Robertson dishes to Johnson. A shot off that time. Nice D from Bird. And it's Bird with the jam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Jordan. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Jazz lead by 16.
And the Chief making his presence felt on that offensive backboard. Doesn't look like he's outworking you until you see the ball drop through the net.
Blackman's shot is off. Outside Jordan on the wing. Johnson fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Bucks trail by 18. Dennis Johnson on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Johnson against Johnson. Back to Johnson. 5 to shoot. They double team Bird. Nancy's checked in for the Jazz. Johnson comes in for Johnson. Milwaukee also making some changes. Abdul-Jabbar comes in for Lambier, and it's Cooper in for Larry Bird. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Cooper, and here is Abdul-Jabbar. Shot clock at 6. Bucks passing it around. Johnson, that's for 2. And again, the Bucks miss. Utah leading by 18. Johnson double team. Robertson passes to Jordan.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Ellis is checked in for Jordan. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Nance dishes to Ellis, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Bucks trail by 18. Johnson up top. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Blackman. And again, the Bucks miss. Blackman's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Johnson. Magic knocks it down. He shot 52% from the field in his years with the Lakers.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
Free throw no good for Johnson. Bucks trail by 20. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Johnson surveying the floor. Shot clock at 5. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the evening. And the Jazz making a change here. Sampson's checked in. On the free throw, no good. Jazz leading by 18. Here's Ellis with the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Sampson's got 13 points.
Yeah, almost impossible to keep Sampson off the boards, and even harder to prevent the putback. It's just not his size. It's his nose for the basketball along with tremendous quickness.
Here's Blackman. He's got 5. The shot's good from Abdul-Jabbar. He has 6.
And when we talk about players who don't mind shooting with a hand in their face, Kareem's at the top of the list.
Robertson passes to Sampson. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And the Jazz lead by 20.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Johnson outside. Here's Blackman. Doesn't go for him. The Jazz go the other way with it. Johnson finds Ellis.
Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
Milwaukee making a switch. Stockton's checked in. Here is Nance. Passes to Johnson. Nance Nance with it. He's covered by Stockton. From about 16, count it. Nance has got his second basket of the night.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
Now here's Stockton. Pass to Black. Plenty of space. Rebound, Utah. Sampson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Nance, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Hey, Greg, to me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Yes, that goes in. Schrempf's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Johnson kicks to Robertson. From about 16, and Utah again with the bucket.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him. You love the anticipation there. Made sure to box out, knew where the ball was going, and doesn't let anyone impede him from pulling in the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Sampson pulls it in. On offense, here are the Jazz. To the inside. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Ellis. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Blackman. He has 5. That savvy little up fake there. Fooling the D. Blackman's got 7 points.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Sampson. Here's Nance. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Stockton passes to Schrempf. Back to Stockton. Pass to Schrempf. To the paint. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Nance, no good. Here's Blackman. He has 7. It's tipped.
And Sampson literally takes away a part of the floor when he's out there. Don't even try to get shots off in his area, or that's what's going to happen. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Passes it to Abdul-Jabbar. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. James Worthy's checked in for the Jazz. Bird, he's checked in for the Bucks.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And he recovers it.
Stockton, just a remarkable point guard. Lights out shooter and an even better distributor.
For Milwaukee, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. Johnson, he's checked in for Ellis. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Sampson. That left Schrempf comes up with the rebound. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Whistle blows, basket is good.
Shot's
so
good.
A chance here for a three-point play.
Shot's good.
Yeah, you gotta love
Shooting
the
one.
recognition there. Stockton just so unselfish, always looking to find the open man.
The Bucks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And Utah making a change here. Cummings is checked in. And Schrempf no good on that one. And here's Utah. Pass to Worthy. Drops in the layup for 2. Worthy's got his first bucket of the night.
Hard not to be a fan of the way Worthy plays. You see the quickness and agility there on the drive. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. The Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Utah Jazz. Cummings hits the inside shot.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
The shot's good from Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Johnson kicks to Cummings. Johnson, the pass to Sampson. Back to Johnson. On the clock. The pass to Cummings. Puts it up from 17. And Utah again with the bucket.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Pass to Cooper. Now here is Abdul-Jabbar. Not a lot of room. And that's going to be a travel.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Parrish is checked in for the Jazz. Jordan comes in for Magic Johnson. The Bucks also with the sub. Lambier's checked in. Passes it to Parrish. Kicks it to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. From free throw range, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Now Stockton. Stockton draws the double. Pass to Cooper. Bird outside. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Excellent D there from Parrish.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Jazz delivering the blowout. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And the NBA Finals action continues here on 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us on the halftime show. Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Ernie Johnson. Well, for the Jazz, they came in with a 2-0 lead in the series, hoping to extend the shutout to 3-0 tonight. And judging from their dominant play in the first half, they look like a true champion in the making. And Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Boy, it was rough down there in the paint, and they were just dominant, taking it to the rack. But that's what you have to be willing to do. Take the action to the heart of the competition without any fear. That's why this is already a blowout.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
We're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Bird. Lambeer is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then there's Cooper. And it's Stockton in at the point. Now here's Ellis. Sampson's shot is off. Lambeer with it. He's picked up by Nance. And that one, good. Lambeer's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Bucks. Johnson kicks to Sampson. Jordan the pass to Nance. Here's Johnson. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Lambeer.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
No good from Bird.
I'll tell you, most of the time, this guy's going to finish that.
It's deflected. Now here's Johnson. 6 points for him. He dishes it to Nance. Shoot from the right block. Bird with some nice D.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
Now here's Ellis. Here's Sampson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Bill Lambeer. For Utah, they have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
2 shots.
The first one falls. And he makes the first, but misses the second. On the wing, Bird launches it. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Could there be any doubt? I mean, Bird's such a dead-eye shooter. Sometimes this guy practices threes with his eyes closed.
Here's Sampson. 24 points for him. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Now here's Stockton. Stockton draws the double. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Johnson against Stockton. Here's Sampson. Nice D from Bird.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Sampson's shot, good.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Cooper. Now the pass to Stockton. Inside, here's Lambier. A shot missing. Nance with some nice D. Johnson surveying the floor. Now the dish to Sampson. Stolen by Bird. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Bird.
As skilled a player as Bird has become, a lot of his biggest plays are due to his effort. Case in point, right there.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 6, and Nance kicks to Jordan. Johnson in the corner. Stolen by Bird, and it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Cooper, good, and it's Bird picking up the assist. Bird's got 4 assists in the game.
As fluent an athlete as you're going to see, Cooper moves so easily up the floor, and his skill set is well suited for transition.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Robertson, he's checked in for Utah. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Stockton. Cooper kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Bird. They double team Bird. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Lambier. Second chance effort. Rebound, Utah. Passes it to Johnson. Jazz passing it around. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Stockton passes to Lambier. Back to Stockton. Tries it from the top of the key. That one falls. Stockton's got his second basket of the night. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. He's got 15. Stockton draws the double. Pass to Bird. Fires for 3. The rebound by Nance. Nance has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Johnson, the pass to Sampson. He kicks it to Robertson. He feeds it to Sampson, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. Stockton with it. Stockton draws the double, kicks it through Abdul-Jabbar. Robertson against Bird, back to Abdul-Jabbar. And there's the pass to Lambier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the feed to Abdul-Jabbar. Nance with some nice D. Utah with the ball. Jordan the pass to Johnson. Here's Sampson and a strong finish with 2 hands.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
Stockton draws the double. Lambier, good. Lambier's got 8 points.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Robert Parrish is checked in for the Jazz. Now, here is Lambier. 8 points for him. To the wing right side. They double-team Bird. Robertson with the steal. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Jackson's got the ball.
Yeah, it's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
Cooper against Jordan. Cooper the pass to Bird. Here's Cooper. To the paint. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, and in every generation or so, a player comes along who can be considered a true superstar. Folks, that's Larry Bird.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. And the Jazz with some changes. Cummings, he's checked in for Nance. Worthy comes in for Robertson. And it's Johnson in for Magic Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Utah. Here's Cummings. Oh, we're going to see an ejection here, guys. Oh, boy, that's his second flagrant one foul of the game. And that's going to do it.
I can't believe he wouldn't exercise more control. I mean, knowing he already had one flagrant foul, you can't be that reckless when you're on thin ice like he was.
Greg, after his first flagrant, you knew the officials were going to have their eyes on him the rest of the way, and now he'll be making the lonely walk, the walk of shame, back to the locker room. And the first one at the line is good. That one is no good. They double up Jordan. Johnson, the pass to Cummings. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Larry Bird.
Shooting for Utah, Terry Cummings. At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. And so Cummings nails them both. And here is Johnson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Blackman. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. They double team Bird. 6 to shoot. It's Schrempf on the wing. Dishes it to Johnson. But they'll get another chance. Bird, the pass to Blackman. Bird left side. Second shot opportunity, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The throw good, Bird. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
And taken away by Johnson. They push it up 4 on 3. Shoots over Parrish. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And so it's Milwaukee with it after Kevin Johnson's miss. Here's Blackman, guarded by Jordan. Eaton the pass to Schrempf. On the clock. Here's Blackman. Hands it from downtown. Blackman's got 10 points.
And the ultimate combo guard. Johnson can pass with the league's best playmaker.
Cummings kicks to Johnson. Makes it off the glass. He's got 6.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Pass to Parrish. Now here's Jordan. It's deflected.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Now Parrish. He's got 5. Eaton grabs the miss. Johnson outside. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the third. Schrempf kicks to Johnson. Blackman, the pass to Bird. They double team Bird. Here is Schrempf. Here's Eaton. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from Parrish. Worthy against Johnson. Here's Jordan. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Jordan's got 25 points.
Yeah, just forcing the issue offensively. The great thing about Jordan, he does it while staying under control.
Schrempf kicks to Johnson. Inside. Pass to Blackman. And here is Johnson. There's the pass to Schrempf. Rebound by Johnson.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now here's Cummings. He's got 8 over Johnson. And the shot is long.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
And it's Bird with the jam.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Johnson outside. Over Schrempf. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Johnson just superb at shooting the basketball. This is a high-scoring point guard who knows how to create space for his jumper.
And so it's Utah rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Parrish. Johnson is out there with Anderson. Then there's Cummings, and it's Worthy in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Now, here is Schrempf. Bucks passing it around. Brewer dishes to Johnson. Drains the three-pointer. Johnson's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Milwaukee.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now, here is Schrempf. He dishes it to Johnson. Back to Schrempf. Here's Blackman. Johnson outside. Knocked away and stolen by Worthy. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
A different look for Utah. Sampson's checked in, and it's Ellison for James Worthy. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Milwaukee. Bird comes in for Brewer. Free throw no good for Johnson. Schrempf passes to Johnson. Here's Blackman, defended by Parrish. To the inside, Bird goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Bird's got 16 here in the second half.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Here's Ellis. Harris. Nice persistence to chip it back up and in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now, here is Schrempf. Pass to Bird. Poke loose. They double-team Bird. Ellis with it. Guarded now by Larry Bird. Ellis kicks to Parrish. Passes it to Johnson. Now here's Ellis. Shot clock at 6. Parrish dishes to Ellis. On the wing, Johnson. Three-pointer on the way. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got assist number 5 here tonight. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Bucks. Pass to Blackman. Bird outside. Here's Blackman. And the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And don't let the lean physique fool you. Kareem with the strength to finish through contact as well as anybody who's ever played.
Now here's Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
At the line for your Jazz, Rob Simpson. Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one for the Jazz. Greg Ostertag, he's checked in for Parrish. Robertson comes in for Ellis. And Isley subbed in for Magic Johnson. The Bucks also with the sub. Malone's checked in for Larry Bird. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
Johnson with the bounce pass. Abdul-Jabbar gets double teamed. Johnson in the corner. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Johnson's got 6 here in this quarter. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Johnson inside. Johnson on him. Johnson can't get it to go. Here's Blackman. And another shot. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Schrempf. Basket counts.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
For the Jazz. Larry Nance is checked in for Ostertag. Jordan comes in for Isaac. And it's Johnson in for Johnson. Jazz leading by 21. Now here's Johnson. To the middle. Here's Sampson. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Milwaukee with the ball. Stockton outside. He kicks to Bird. Pass to Schrempf. The Bucks working the ball around. Poked away. Robertson with the steal. All going up court. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Robertson. Robertson's got 3 assists now in this one. Stockton passes to Cooper. To the inside. Schrempf with it. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Over to the wing. Doubled by Abdul-Jabbar. To the paint. Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
You know, once a pass is made out of the double team like that, the defense is spread too thin to stop the bucket. Heads up assist there.
Stockton draws the double. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Shooting from Milwaukee, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And some changes here for the Bucks. Pierce comes in for Cooper. And Hodges subbed in for John Stockton. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Utah. Down low. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Abdul-Jabbar. It's double team. That's tipped. In transition, here come the Jazz. Sampson kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Robertson. Nance outside. Johnson dishes to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Stolen by Bird. Pass to Schrempf. Right wing. Puts one up from 19. That one wide left.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And Oscar Robertson with the slam.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, Greg, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And Milwaukee has possession. After the basket by Utah. And Pierce, here we go. It's stolen by Johnson. From 10 feet out.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Here is Hodges. On the wing, Bird. They double team Bird. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
And Utah making a change here. Anderson's checked in, and it's Utah's ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. Inside, Robertson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And he makes the first. Poster tags checked in for the Jazz. Isley comes in for Magic Johnson. He's perfect from the line this time. Here is Hodges. The pass to Pierce for the 3. It's rebounded by Robertson. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Isley. Nance down low. He's covered by Malone. The shot's good from Nance.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here is Hodges. Kicks to Malone. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Eaton. Shooting over Ostertag. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Second chance shot. Passes to Robertson. Anderson outside. From deep. But they get it back.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
Just a model of consistency. Nance brings it every game on both ends.
Larry Nance at the line for 2.
And the first one drops. No good on the second free throw. Here is Hodges. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Brewer, the pass to Hodges. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Brewer. Trying to get something going. A shot that time, not on target. And it's the Jazz's ball. To the paint, here's Nance, and the jam by Larry Nance.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here is Hodges. Pierce with it. He can't get that one to fall. Nance with some nice D. Robertson against Pierce. Here's the step back. The shot's good from Robertson.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And Ostertag showing his intensity on defense. A big guy who takes pride in his shot blocking.
The pass to Brewer. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Robert Parrish is checked in for Nance.
Robert Parrish.
Here's Isley. He's guarded by Hodges. Pass to Parrish. Robertson against Malone. And here's Anderson from the arc. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Robertson's got 4 assists in the game. Here is Hodges. Shot to stop the run, and the shot goes down. Hodges has got his first points of the night. And the Jazz with possession here. 1:30 left in the game. And the 3-ball is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Brewer. He kicks it to Malone. Passes it to Eaton. 5 to shoot. Outside Pierce. Shoots the 3, and Ricky Pierce gets it to fall.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Malone against Robertson. Pass to Isley, and here's Anderson. And here is Robertson. Nice D from Malone.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Here's Isley. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Nice defense from Malone. Here is Hodges. So it's Utah easily grabbing the win. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip, it's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
Well, that'll do it. Thanks for joining us for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.